and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will be from the 12th to the 18th, I think it is. And let me have a minute to look here. And please excuse me if my throat goes. I'm having some problems with it. I don't know what's going on. Your additional guidance card is the Loyal Heart. Okay, this is basically about loyalty. I'm not sure where this loyalty is, if it's family, work, a personal relationship, because you've got the Two of Cups. But this Loyal Heart is that sense of commitment and endurance to something. And your crowning card is the Ten of Cups, traditionally called a happy family card, but that can mean anything. It can mean your tribe, your community, your workplace, but it's about that sense of unity between you and other people. So really love seeing that for you, Aries. I have to say, the bottom of the deck is the Devil card, which is quite interesting because sometimes the Devil card, it has got so many meanings, okay? Like most of you know, sometimes the Devil card is still that feeling of being a bit blocked, having obstacles in your path, but no one gets out of here. No one gets to the higher planets and the higher energies until we meet the Devil, okay? So it tends to be our fears, our shadow side, you know, that part of us that we need to integrate in order to be whole, okay? It's quite often where Saturn falls in our birth chart, and it's a lot more complex than that, but that's one of the understandings of astrology. But there's a sense here that maybe some Aries are facing some parts of themselves. Just give me a minute. I'm not picking anything up, but what I like about it is it's leading to a really good place. So this week contains some frustration and some huge breakthroughs, okay? Which is that's what tends to happen. That's the way that the world's made. So you start with the Two of Cups, with the Tower card, and right next to the Tower card comes the beautiful Fool card and the Four of Wands. So I think, some of you might be receiving a marriage proposal this week, okay? Now, very often when someone receives a marriage proposal or the relationships are going really well, the Two of Cups and the Tower and the Four of Wands would show up together because you're breaking down the old structures of a relationship and moving forward to a new chapter and a new beginning. So this is a classic understanding of these cards, but there's definitely a soulmate energy. And the Tower card is the most spiritual of all the major arcanas. It can often represent a change that rocks our world, but this is leading to a really, really good place. Because what comes next is this Four of Wands, crossing a threshold, new beginning. This can be marriage, pregnancy. It's like a new chapter wants to begin because it's with the Fool card. And the Fool card represents the zero. And the zero is that brand new start, the blank slate. The Fool card is no longer listening to fear. It's no longer being controlled by past conditioning, which is the Devil card. It's that ultimate free spirit. Every spiritual seeker is looking for the Fool card. We're looking for that state of living in the here and now, being present, not being like a CD player who automatically goes on as soon as we're triggered by people, places and things. Some of you are definitely getting a marriage proposal, or there's this really good vibrations around a love connection or around some sort of relationship. This could be business partnership, anything that includes you meeting another person as an equal. So absolutely love seeing that for you, Aries. And I think the Loyal Heart and the Ten of Cups just clarifies all these cards for me. And the Tower is about change, breaking down the old structures, the old mental habits, the old frame of reference, so a whole new destiny can begin. And that's why the Tower card, probably one of the most misunderstood in the deck. It's about liberation, and the Fool card is that liberated person. You then move on to maybe what the Devil card is talking about, the Eight of Swords, sense of frustration, feeling stuck. This is about being trapped in your mind, Aries, okay? Now, not for 1 minute am I suggesting that circumstances do not make us feel trapped, okay? Not for 1 single minute. But the Eight of Swords is a card about mentally going round and round and round in circles. And she can escape this, because look at the gaps in the swords. And she's only tied by a piece of rope, so she can get out this mental prison and walk out of it to a brand new life. And I think you're going to, because right afterwards comes the Sun card. But this is about being trapped by your thinking, going over and over the same old things. Sometimes it's guilt, sometimes it's whatever keeps us feeling trapped, Aries. And I find that the Eight of Swords is a very self-punitive energy, that we beat ourselves up for all the things that we haven't done, that sort of energy. Now, it's with the Two of Pentacles, which is a juggling card. It tends to mean letting go of one of the pentacles you're holding on to. Classic example is if you're trying to save money and you have to let it go to invest in your future. It can be a classic self-employed card where you're letting go of something. It goes over the rainbow and it lands in this little island behind him, and in time it becomes his future. But maybe there's a sense of frustration here that you don't want to let go, and that would be because of fear. Because fear always tells us, and it's always about lack, not trusting, and that's why the Devil card keeps us small. If you look at it, he's half in flames, and we all need to work with this energy, because that's how we move forward to the sun, to the world, okay? And you are moving forward, because look at your outcome, the beautiful Sun card. So I think, Aries, you're getting that power, that backbone, that's to overcome some personal challenges this week. The Devil card and the Eight of Swords sort of says that to me, that there might be quite a lot of, not a lot, it's only 1 day, but a quite constricted energy that you need to break free from it. And the Sun is you breaking free from it. It's with the Knight of Swords, a very, very rapid energy. Sorry, this guy makes me laugh, okay? Because when he turns up, I always just say to the person, things are about to change, and they're about to change quickly. He brings news. It's going to be good news because it's paired with the Sun. And it might be news of a lot of positive change coming your way. I've got no idea what that change is going to be about, because your relationship life is looking exceptionally good. But there's a feeling that you're facing some fears, Aries, and facing some difficulties. And the Sun as the outcome could not be a better omen that you're going to a good place. Just keep facing that Devil card. Keep letting it transform you to work through that Eight of Swords card, but just keep one foot going after the other and don't look back. Just keep going forward, and the outcome is pretty self-assured, Aries, okay? Love your reading, absolutely do. There's a couple of signs who've had really good readings. There seems to be a week of complexity, a little bit of difficulty thrown in, okay? But I don't know if that's just life. It contains both positive, both negative, and we need to juggle them both, okay? I'll speak to you later, Aries. Bye.